the thing that feels the most impossible for you to do could be the very thing that you were meant to do. Have you ever struggled with feeling like there is something that you should do or that you're meant to do or that you're called to do, but you don't actually know how to do it, or you don't know what to do? Like, you don't know what the first step is, or you don't know who the first person you should talk to is, or you don't realize what are all the components, like the skills or the tools that are needed to make that thing happen. That's what I want to talk to you about today, because that is something that I have been going through recently. I think for a long time I felt like my life was on a very clear path. I had a clear vision, a clear plan. There was something that I was, dedicating my life to, and then all of a sudden, one day it changed, and I was suddenly called to something else, but it was something that felt impossible. It was something that didn't feel realistic. It was something that I had never done before. And that is a really challenging space to be in. But here's what I realized, is that very often the thing that feels the most impossible for us to do is exactly the thing that we are supposed to do. The thing that feels the most impossible for you to do could be the very thing that you were meant to do. Because the fact that we feel called to it, the fact that we are scared by it, indicates that there is growth for us in that journey. And I believe whatever it is that God puts on your heart, that is there, right? Or the universe, or whatever you want to call it. I call it God. But like, if you see something and there's something inside of you that says, I want to do that, I want to be that person, I want to accomplish this thing, but then you're immediately scared, you're immediately terrified, you're immediately unsure of how to do that or what it would take to do it, then I believe that is a strong indication that is the very thing that you were meant to do. Fear is an indication often that you are on the right path. Not danger. Fear and danger are different, right? Danger is real, danger is physical, but fear is not real. Fear is a figment of our imagination. In Take the Stairs, I talk about how fear is your creativity working in the wrong direction. It is your mind wandering about all the things that could go wrong. And the reason your mind does that is to keep you safe. The human brain is designed around, the physiology, like the neuroscience of your brain is designed to keep you safe, to keep you comfortable. But that means that if it's not danger, if it's just fear, that means there's likely work that has to be done. There is growth that is to be experienced. And that is why I know that the thing that feels most impossible to do very well could be the thing that you are meant to do. And for me, that dream, that has happened over and over in my life. I remember the first time I ever said I wanted to win the world championship of public speaking, and that seemed so impossible. And the first time that I said I wanted to be a New York Times bestselling author, and the first time I wrote down that I wanted to lead an 8-figure company, and then the first time I thought I would be in the Professional Speaking Hall of Fame. All of those things seemed so impossible the first time. And whatever it is that you want in your life, chances are it will feel impossible. The thing that you want most, when you first think it will feel impossible. But that is only evidence that it's the thing that you are meant to do. So I hope and pray and trust that if there is something that you want in your life that you are pursuing, I hope that I get a chance to continue to encourage you in that journey.